Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to budget out my third paycheck of March. So let's go ahead and get started. So with today's paycheck, I'm not really going to be funding future months. It's more about adding more money to my sinking funds since it is the third paycheck of the month. And I take care of my bills with my first two paychecks. So I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a short video because the majority of this money is going to one sinking fund. I do have to send a little extra money to my April categories, and that is because I changed the target to my yearly subscriptions in my last video, I think. I wasn't going to fund the rest of it with my bonus paycheck. I wanted to do that with my actual paycheck. So we'll send $273 to yearly subscriptions. Okay, so I should be fully funded for the month. I just unclicked these two because it's money that my sister owes me. So I've covered everything that I will need to fund in April. Okay, so now we're back in March. Today is March 29th. It's Friday. So it's nearly the end of the month. I think I will have overspending once I close out my budget, but for now I just want to take care of the current overspending. One of the things is I forgot to cancel my Kindle Unlimited in time, and so I was charged another month. So I'm gonna go ahead and send $11.99 to cover the Kindle Unlimited. And then I was thinking about buying some stuff in my hobbies, which is why I signed so much in March. And I actually did end up buying the stuff. I just ended up getting a little more than I had expected, but that's okay. If there's a month to do it, it's this month. So $55.93 to hobbies. All right. We got our ComEd bill for this month, and it's going up to $100 a month. So my half would be $50. So I want to send an extra $2 to ComEd and change the target. So edit, we'll change this to $50, save target. And so that actually means that I'll have to go into April and send an extra $2 to make sure I have enough money to pay for my bill. So all right, so bills are good. Yeah, the monthly subscriptions, I still have to have my New York Times subscriptions come out, so that's what that money's for. I will likely go over in groceries, potentially dining out, even with the extra money I sent to dining out, but that's okay. I'm going to take care of that when I close out the month, so we'll just leave that. All of this is looking okay. So the majority of my focus is going to be in the Gabby Improvement Fund, A and G, and then sinking funds. So let's see what I want to do first. Okay. One of the things, I have $300 in the gifts category. I had completely forgotten that my nephew is graduating from high school, which is absolutely insane that I have a nephew old enough to be graduating from high school. He's like a full-grown adult, and I can talk to him, and that's crazy. So $100, 2 gifts. I'm either going to do one of two things for his gifts. I'm either going to send him money or maybe book him a flight to come visit me here in Chicago because he hasn't been yet. I think he'd enjoy it, and summer would be the perfect time to do it, so we'll see. So I'm just going to send $100 extra to the gifts category for now. I think I want to do a little bit more for his graduation present since it's kind of a big deal. Maybe closer to like $250, but we'll see. We'll see what happens before then because my paychecks are about to be teeny tiny. So I have $300 in electronics, and I'm actually going to send an extra $100 to electronics because I fear that my Apple Watch is about to die. The battery does not last it lasts all day, but it's like red and like yelling at me by the time I go to charge it at night, which is not good. If I go turn on like a workout, for example, for tennis, I have to tap it really hard And it doesn't even always work. Like sometimes I just have to give up and just move on with my life, and not track my workout using like the workout feature on the Apple Watch. So I've had it for a few years, so it could be just time, it's just old. So I might have to buy a new one soon, but I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do. Maybe it needs to be updated or something, to kind of fix that before I do, because I'm not really looking to buy a new one. The money I was saving is more to help with a future like computer cost, because I'd like to one day own a desktop, not just a laptop. It's silly, I know. I like it. Alrighty, so we have gifts, we took care of electronics, and then $1,500. My initial plan was to send some money to my down payment fund, but yesterday I spent some time kind of mapping out my year and the trips that we want to go on, and I think it's going to be a couple of expensive trips. Just to briefly go over it, we're going to Charlotte in a couple of months. We're going to New York City at the end of the summer, pretty much, and then potentially England with my boyfriend's family. We're still trying to figure that out. I think we're gonna kind of talk up to them about that this weekend and get things figured out. And then I want to go to Utah, visit my sister at some point this year, I think in the fall, so I can go to a football game. And then we want to finally do like a Midwest trip in the summer. So a lot of travel going on this year, and $2,500 is not going to cut it. So I've decided to make things easier for me in the future, not have to worry about funding as much later on, that I'm going to send a good portion of this paycheck to travel. I have already met my down payment goal. That's good. So that means I can ease up a little bit and can focus on my other fun things. I'm still going to be contributing to my down payment throughout the year. And it's something that I want to discuss in my next video, in my like March wrap up video. I'll go into my thoughts and feelings about this down payment situation, but so I think I'm going to send $1,000 to travel. Then we might come back and add a little more, honestly, because I'd rather overfund this than underfund it. Just like my very rough trip math, it's going to be an expensive travel year, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna send a little more to my boyfriend's gift category. So his birthday's coming up. I have purchased one more thing, so this will come down quite a bit, and then I have to worry about his meal, his birthday meal, and then like an activity. So I think I'm gonna send, maybe just bring this up to $500, so that would be $43.90. Is that right? Yeah. And then if I really need more money here, I'll just pull from dates and stuff. Okay, solo trip, I'm not gonna fund. Lessons should be good. I have 2 sets of lessons covered. Tennis, I have spent money out of this, but I don't think I'm gonna go over budget, so that's fine. My birthday, if anything, like I can pull from here because I can save up for this at a later time. My birthday just barely passed. Self-care, personal care, hobbies, and shopping. Right. So I think just so I don't go into next month with absolutely nothing, I'm going to send $50 to hobbies. And then shopping. Yeah, let's just send a little bit more and get this up to like $1,100. So we're going to add, what is that? 30, 54, is that right? Ugh, I love when math works out. Okay. That's pretty good. So I think just with the rest of this, I'll do a tiny bit more. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more for gifts. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to first Okay. And now I'm gonna send. And just the rest, since I don't know what to do with this little bit of change, I will send to our holding category. All right, I think that's it for today's video. I'll be back, I think next week, kind of closing out my budget and going over my spending. I'm trying to decide if in my next video I want to split up my goals and kind of do a Q1 goals update. Still trying to figure that out if I want to do that, if there's like enough for a whole separate video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye.